I'm Danny and today I'm here to do the Twilight Book Tag. This is basically just a list of questions all about Twilight. I've got them written here actually. And so it's favorite movie, my favorite Twilight movie. Ooh, I think that'd be Breaking Dawn Part 2. Favorite book, my favorite book would be Breaking Dawn. When did you start the series? I started the series, I think book 1 and 2 were already out. And I think by the time I finished book 2, book 3 was already out. And then I remember I had to wait for book 4. Favorite character? I think that would be Alice. I would say Bella, but I've grown and I've seen and thought about her mistakes a lot. Well, not a whole lot, but like I see the error in her mistakes and I'm just like, girl, what were you doing? Especially with Jacob. I mean, there was, even when I first read the series, I'm like, no, there's no way she's gonna end up with Jacob. No way in whatsoever. Even in the first book, I knew he liked her. I knew that it was a potential that he could be a love interest. And when it started coming around, I'm like, nope, it's not gonna happen. No. And of course, in book 2 and 3 there was like the tension and I was just like, girl, what are you doing? Even back then I was thinking, girl, what are you doing? You know who you're gonna end up with. We all know who you're gonna end up with. Stop. And team, well, as I said before, Team Edward all the way. Favorite villain, is it bad if I say Jacob? I know he wasn't really a villain, but that's the way it felt with me. He was in the way of my ship, so to me he was a villain. But if I did not say Jacob, I would probably say Aro, because he's so manipulative. But at the same time, I did like Victoria, but I think Aro would probably have to be my favorite villain. Favorite Cullen, again, Alice or Emmett, because I like the both. I know in the movie you really don't see much from them, but you see more of them in the book. So either Emmett or Alice. Favorite song from the soundtrack? Ooh, I would say it used to be Bella's Lullaby up until the last album, and then it became 1,000 Years, and I still really love that song. How often do you watch the movies? I don't think I've seen the full movies for a few years, although every once in a while I will look up like a clip from a certain scene in the movie, but I haven't watched like any of the movies from beginning to end in a few years now. But I have been kind of craving the nostalgia of them, but I don't know. But yeah, so it's been a few years at least. Vampire or werewolf? Vampire. What vampire power would I have? Ooh, I would like to see the future like Alice. I don't think I want to read minds like Edward, especially to where I couldn't turn it off or block it out, because that would just probably drive me crazy eventually. I did like Benjamin's powers, because his power was like over the elements, so earth, air, water, fire. Well, actually no, I don't think I ever remember seeing him use fire. No, I think he did use fire. So that's a potential. I wouldn't want to be an empath though. I deal with my own emotions. I don't want to deal with yours too. So yeah, so I would either want power over the elements, to see the future. Ooh, maybe telekinesis, because I think one of the vampires had that, where they could move things with their mind. It'd be nice to be a shield like Bella, but I think I'd want a more physical power, something that could help me fight. But it'd be good to have a mental shield too, or maybe a mental and physical shield. That would be good. But I think I would probably prefer the telekinesis or the ability to see the future. Did any of the books or movies make me cry? I don't think so. I mean, there were points where I did feel sad and shocked over certain deaths that happened in the last movie, but I can't remember any of them actually making me cry. If any part did make me cry, it was probably with happiness, and that would probably be the scene from the part from Italy, from when Bella was trying to keep Edward from walking into the sun and he realized that she was alive. That would probably be the only part that's made me tear up, but it can't, other than that, I don't think any of them has truly made me cry. Favorite in order, favorite to least favorite? Okay, if we're going for books, then that would probably be Breaking Dawn, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse. Well, no. Breaking Dawn, Twilight, Eclipse, New Moon. I didn't read the short stories of Bree Tanner, and I have not read The Life or Death yet. I do have the book, and every time I think I'm going to read it, I end up reading something else because I am the mood reader. If I say I'm going to read you and I don't feel like it, if I try to force myself, there's a chance you're not going to get a very high star rating because I'm just not into you. And for the movies, that would be Breaking Dawn Part 2, Breaking Dawn, Twilight, Eclipse, New Moon. Well, that is my Twilight book tag, and I will see you guys next time.